So, we often have discussions on this channel about niche, designer, Middle Eastern, indie, all different types of fragrances. Well, I'm not sure where to categorize this particular fragrance. If you want to know what that fragrance is, you guys can help me categorize it and maybe give me some information about a fragrance for a change. So hold on, meet me on the other side of this intro and we're gonna jump right into it. I'll see you in just a second. What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, No, it's not Al Roker. It's your boy, Trey Sense. And if this is your first time coming by this channel, listen, consider watching to the end of the video. And then after you do that, if you like what you see, hey, give your boy a like, a share, and a sub. I can promise you one thing. We're going to talk about fragrances, things fragrance related, and we're not going to be too uptight and too serious. We're not going to turn our nose up at fragrances. We're simply going to try to smell good and keep some money in your pocket. That cool with you? Let's get it. Now, Saturday, it's 4th of July weekend. Happy 4th to everybody. Today is Tuesday, the 5th. So I got out this weekend because it was just too pretty to sit in the house. Got out, hit the highway, went to a town I haven't been to frag hunting maybe once before, but I haven't talked about it. And I didn't really feel like it would make a good video because I only made that one, maybe two stops. So, but the town I went to was just east of Birmingham, Gardendale, Alabama. Little TJ Maxx, new plaza, new building, nice. When I got in there, I stumbled up on a fragrance, which they had a nice little selection, nothing out of the ordinary, but again, picked up a fragrance that was not in a box. So it was $14. I smelled it and was like, okay, that smells good. Now, I'm gonna do my best to tell you about this fragrance or to tell you about this house. I don't have a lot of information on it. Maybe you can help. The fragrance, the name of this fragrance is El Dorado Kingdom. Can you see that? And this is it's an vintage style bottle. This right here says Camera. So I don't know if the company name is Camera and the fragrance name is El Dorado Kingdom. I have no idea. So I present to you a TJ Maxx exclusive that can be found on the shelf for, let me take the top off, $14.99. I hope you can see that. I smelled this in the store and was like, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get it. Just a quick, I'm gonna get it. It smells good. I like it. And on the way home, I didn't spray it on. I didn't spray it in the store because I just had a sense it was gonna be strong. Get home, I'm playing with it. I spray it on for the first time and I'm just like, at first I thought it was Perfume de Marly's Harriet. As I kept sniffing it on the way home, that's what I thought it was. But I couldn't get home to my fragrances fast enough. So I'm gonna show you what the atomizer do. Best atomizer of all the fragrances I got. Well, I'll say best. I'll put it on the lines of Sauvage, Dior Sauvage, and Sean John 3 AM. It's in that ballpark. Watch. You see that? And you can control that mist. Now, something else I like about this fragrance, this $15 gem of a fragrance that you pick up at TJ Maxx, this stuff is strong. This is a parfum concentration. This is an eau de parfum. It's an EDP. Yeah. And it is strong. Now, I'm gonna tell you, this fragrance, I would say is 95% by Kilian's Straight to Heaven. That's what I get. And it's not a vibe, it's a direct jab, punch in the face at Kilian's Straight to Heaven. Almost the identical scent. Rich, rich tobacco. Not a sweet tobacco, not a fruity tobacco, but a very potent nuclear tobacco. How well made is this fragrance, you may ask? I'll tell you. And I've spent a couple of days with it. Watch, I'm telling you, this is how well made this fragrance is. There's the spray, right to the nose. Right to the nose. There's no burn, there's no twinge, there's none of that. You don't get that with this fragrance. Now, they had another scent that was there, but I didn't pay it too much attention, and I think the reason was because it came across as atypical, typical fruity, fresh fragrance. Now that I've gotten this one and spent some time with this one, I will be visiting my local TJ Maxx, which I haven't been in months, to see if they have it, or some TJ Maxx around me to see if they have more from this company, Camera, or from this line, El Dorado, just to see what they have. I don't know. If you know anything about this fragrance, let me know. Now, my goodness. I've worn this fragrance a couple of times. Since I had picked it up Saturday, I wore it to work. I wore it all night Saturday night when I got back home. Sprayed it on Saturday night as I slept, which I do very little of, but sprayed it on. Got up the next morning. It was still very, very much present on my skin, on my shirt. Could still smell it. Wore it to work. It's in between a 2.5 to 3 hour projector, and that's on my skin. Longevity, 6-7 hours, possibly more. I mean, it's just, if you don't like strong tobacco fragrances, you won't like Camera's El Dorado Kingdom. If you do, then you will. Clayton Wright out in Texas. C-Dog, if you run across this at your TJ Maxx, I know $14, $15 is a little steep for you, bro. Reach up in your pocket, pull it out and get it. I'm telling you guys, this little gem right here, this is one of those pick up off the shelves, not in a box fragrances at TJ Maxx. And the thing that makes me scratch my head about this scent is I think about Jeremy Fragrance Date for Men, which was a beautiful scent, but I could not stand the presentation of it. And I know that's shallow and selfish of me, but I would rather wear my Azzaro's Wanted by Night. Do you see this presentation? I mean, do you see that? $15. And the juice that's inside it, which is what matters. I mean, $15. If this company, who I have no idea who they are or what they are, El Dorado Kingdom is the name of this one. And again, this right here says Camera. I don't know what that little cheesy thing is. If they can put together a fragrance this well made in a bottle that looks this nice for $15. And that brings me to the discussion that I had today with Miss Julie about fragrances being niche, designer, indie, and there was a couple more genres of fragrances that she came up with, and I was just like, whatever, you know. For me, it's very simple. My definition of a designer fragrance has always been, it's fashion related for me. If it's a fashion house or a designer house, it's designer. If it comes from a house that doesn't dabble in any form of fashion, I view it as niche. That's just been my thing. I understand that a lot of people don't view it that way. Some separated by price, some separated by scent profile, some separated by quality. But it's a great debate to have. Me personally, it's very simple. If it comes from a designer, it's a designer. If it's a fragrance that's made from a company that doesn't make clothing or involved in fashion, then to me it's niche. It's that simple. Like Calvin Klein, you'll see them on the runway. Mont Blanc, you won't. Lalique, you won't. That's why I always refer to Lalique as niche because it's not designer. So I mean, it's just not. You haven't seen Lalique on the runways of Paris. Yes, Lalique makes crystal wear and Montblanc makes watches and pens. I get that, but that's not fashion. And that's just Trey's definition. Everybody can have their own. Nobody can be wrong. You know, nobody has to be right. Nobody has to be wrong. We can all just have our opinion of it. But nonetheless, I'll say this about this fragrance, whether it's niche, designer, Middle Eastern, indie, whatever, it's good. It's really good for $15. Does it draw comparisons to a lot of tobacco fragrances? Yes, it draws comparisons to red tobacco. Not quite as strong, and it doesn't have that sweetness. Same thing with Kilian's Straight to Heaven. It has a little bit more sweetness. This doesn't, but it does smell like Pawpaw's pipe. It does. Now, I'll be honest with you. This blows fragrances like CK Shock completely out of the water. John Varvatos Vintage, no, doesn't hold a candle to this. This $15 gem of a fragrance called El Dorado Kingdom from Camera blows them all away. And I was shocked when I got it home and was playing with it. I wish you guys could have heard the excitement in my voice, because at first I thought it was Harrod, and I had my Harrod sample right there beside it, and I was just like, no, Harrod is way, way sweeter. And then as it started to dry down on my skin is when it hit me. No. So I got up and got my Straight to Heaven, and I was like, that's what it is. That's what it is. So if you like me, you got Kilian taste, but you got Bodman budget, then run out to your local TJ Maxx if you've been, and I think these are popping up at Marshall's as well, if you've been looking for a strong, masculine tobacco fragrance. Look no further. This is it. And you're gonna get it for $14.99. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I ain't gonna keep you too long on here. I'm gonna wrap it up, but it's too good not to talk about, man. It's good. It's really, really good. Super, super masculine. No sweetness. Straightforward, bam, in your face. Right here. From the House of Camera, El Dorado Kingdom. And this is an EDP, and it performs like one and it smells like one off the top. I say it all the time. Listen to me now. Believe me later on. Pick it up, guys. Man, I really appreciate y'all coming by the channel and returning to the scene of the crime to see what I'm talking about. Please, if you have any information about this fragrance, this house, this company, anything, please leave it in the comments below. If you have picked this up, or if you picked this up because you saw this video, please leave it in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this fragrance, okay? Now I'm gonna get off of here, do a little bit of editing, thumbnail it, not much to do with this video, thank goodness, and just get it out. Get it out for you guys to see. Anyway, man, I hope everybody had a great holiday and got some rest and just took some time and enjoyed being off work and not having to work. So with that being said, I'm going to jump out of here. You know the drill. You already know. I love you all, and may God bless you all. Until next time, y'all, peace. El Dorado Kingdom. I don't know either, y'all. Peace.